Hi, my name is Rachel Hagewood, and I'm the Amplify Engagement Manager at the United Methodist Publishing House. Thank you for joining today's session where we're going to talk about Amplify Media, an important resource from the United Methodist Publishing House that can help resource and support the ministry of your congregation. My role at the United Methodist Publishing House is connecting more churches to learn about and reap the benefits of Amplify. And I do that by working with districts and conferences within the United Methodist Church to help them offer Amplify as a digital solution to their churches. So I'm really excited that you are with me today to learn about Amplify and about the partnership that the Holston Conference is putting in place for you. We're going to talk about Amplify, and I will show you around the platform so you can get a good understanding of what this resource is. And then we'll talk about that special discount that's a part of the conference partnership. Amplify is at its core a streaming service. I sometimes kind of jokingly call it Netflix for churches, but it's similar to that in that it's an online platform where your congregants can create their access code or create their account, log in, and have access to thousands of Bible study, worship, and devotional videos. So as you begin to envision how Amplify could be a beneficial resource for your congregation, I want you to take a minute and think about the resources that your church currently uses to engage in Bible study. And these would be the resources that your congregants use in small groups, in their classes, and also as individuals. Where do your congregants engage with those resources? Likely, they come to the church, perhaps for an in-person meeting or a class where you or their group leader might show a video and then lead a discussion about what's presented. Perhaps, especially since the pandemic, you've shifted those gatherings to online, but your congregants are still going through you or through the leader of their small group in order to access the study, particularly that video. But what if you could take these same resources that you're already using and put them right into the hands of your congregants and leaders, empowering them to take control of their own faith development? And with Amplify, this is exactly what you're doing. You are providing your congregants access to this entire library of video resources that meets them where they are individually and encourages them to grow in their faith formation and discipleship. Amplify works as a resource to support existing small groups and Sunday school classes as they study and grow together. And then it opens the door for participants in those groups to continue study on their own beyond what they're doing with their group. We currently have over 4,000 video segments for hundreds of studies, and the list continues to grow. On Amplify, you'll find all of the video content that's developed by Cookesbury. These include our short-term studies with authors like Adam Hamilton, A.J. Levine, and Susan Robb, as well as the videos associated with our longer-term curriculum series like Adult Bible Studies, Celebrate Wonder, Deep Blue, and our Vacation Bible School content. We also have licensed content by other producers. These include videos by N.T. Wright and some of the Great Courses series. When you share Amplify with your congregation, you're providing each member of your church with their own personal access to all of the video resources that are available on Amplify. Your congregants then have the power in their hands to access the video study for their small group or Sunday school class, to watch a video each night as a part of their personal prayer or study time, to take on a study on their own, to explore an area of faith that they want to pursue, or even potentially to share videos with their friends and family. So how does Amplify work? When you subscribe to Amplify as a church, you're going to receive a 6-letter code. This is your congregational access code. It's unique to your church, and anyone who has this code can then create their own free Amplify account underneath your church's subscription, kind of like an umbrella. So you'll share this code with your staff, with your church leaders, and with your congregation members. Your leaders and staff will use Amplify to identify and lead resources with their small groups, classes, and other gatherings. And then your members can use Amplify to prepare for or further explore what they're learning in those small groups by watching the videos before their group sessions, watching after, watching if they happen to miss for whatever reason. And in addition to the resources that they're accessing alongside their group and as a part of their group, they also have access to the full library to explore and continue watching and growing on their own. Amplify can be accessed in a number of ways. The primary method is through the website, amplifymedia.com. And this is where you'll go as you continue to explore a church subscription once you choose to subscribe, and then it's where your congregation members will go to redeem that access code and set up their personal account. But once you're subscribed and your congregants are getting on board, those congregants can also download mobile apps for both Android and Apple. That means that they can take Amplify with them wherever they go. In addition to the mobile apps, you can also download a Roku app for use on smart TVs, which means if you have smart TVs throughout your campus or in your classrooms, you can put the Amplify app on those TVs, making it really easy for groups to connect and watch and view Amplify together when they're gathered in your space. There is no limit to the number of users that your account can hold. We'll talk in a moment about the tiers, but that highest tier does have an unlimited number of users. So there's no real limit, nor is there a limit to the number of people watching at a certain time. So you could have 200 subscribers and they could all be watching their own individual videos at the same time. There's no screen limit. And then in addition to online viewing, videos from Amplify can also be downloaded. This enables those without great internet access at home to still be connected. They can download the video for their group study or that they're interested in watching on their own while they're at church and take it home with them to watch in between gatherings. The same also works in reverse. If your church doesn't have great internet access, users, leaders, you can even download the video at home, wherever you access the internet, and then bring it to the church to watch and share with others. As I'm talking about Amplify, I hope you're beginning to see how it's a great resource for small groups and Sunday school classes. Carrying the variety of resources that are available through and from Cookesbury and Abington Press hopefully helps you see the studies that you're already using and shows you how your groups can have access to these videos at any time and in any way. And Amplify also kind of works as a resource guide because leaders and teachers can go in and kind of explore what's available and determine what sources and what studies they want to use next. In addition to those small groups and classes, though, it's a great resource for children and youth ministries with our included resources available for those age levels. It works well for individual family devotions. It's a great way to resource women's groups. And it's also a great way to create and energize church-wide studies, especially around Advent and Lent. Having Amplify available to the whole church can lead to greater participation in these church-wide studies because everyone in the congregation has access to the video content that's aligning with the study you're doing as a whole church together. Everything that is available on Amplify is shared through a Wesleyan content lens, which means you can be comfortable with all of the content and all of the videos that are provided and accessible on Amplify. Everything there is either created by or vetted through our editorial staff to ensure that it aligns within the broad Methodist theological tent. Now, that's a broad tent. We understand that we do have a variety of understandings of theology, but they all come with that specific Wesleyan understanding. We certainly have an understanding and a way of approaching our faith tradition through that Wesleyan lens. And so you can trust that everything your congregants are going to find on Amplify is safe to share with them. It's going to align with the theology that you are preaching from the pulpit and the theology that you're cultivating in the lives of your congregants. In addition to your congregation members, Amplify also has the possibility to assist in outreach. Should you choose, you could encourage your congregation members to view and share videos with their friends and neighbors at no cost to them. This really can give them a tool to connect and build faith conversations with those in their everyday lives. They might be in a conversation with a friend or a community member and say, hey, here's this video that really speaks to this topic that we're talking about. Go in, check this video out, see what you think, and then maybe we can continue this conversation. And it really provides your members the tools they can use to reach outside the walls of your church. But of course, the real power of Amplify is to deepen the discipleship of the people that are engaged in your church, to help them grow through intentional faith development, and to encourage them to learn, connect, and serve in the ministry and the mission of your church. Beyond the video capabilities, there's several features of Amplify that I want to highlight that really enable your congregation members to connect with one another and enable you to connect with them, keeping them involved in the life of your church. The first of those is the video conferencing feature. So the video conferencing feature is a way for groups to actually develop and build and connect with one another right in the Amplify platform, utilizing the video studies that are available. So when a leader wants to create a group, they'll log into their Amplify account, click on groups, and then they will add a new group down here. They'll give it a name, set up the date and time that this group will meet, and then they can easily invite people to that group right within the platform by sending a direct email with a link. Those group members can click that link, log into their Amplify account, and that group will automatically show up under their joined groups. When it comes time for that group to meet, all that those members have to do is log in, click on groups, and then click the green play button. And that's going to take them right into the group session, which looks very similar to a Zoom meeting where you're sharing your screen. The center of the screen is the video, whatever video study you're doing as a group. And then along the side, you'll see a video image of each person that's a participant in that group. And so members can manage their participation, again, similar to a video conferencing experience, by muting, unmuting themselves, starting and stopping their video. They can raise their hand to be asked to be called on or to speak. And then you as the leader have the ability to start and stop the video so that you can watch a little bit, have a conversation about what you're learning, connect in with one another, and really engage in that group session right within the Amplify platform. Another feature that I want to highlight is that of the Amplify Widget. If you know what a widget is, that is basically a string of code that allows you to embed one website in another. The Amplify Widget allows you to embed Amplify into your church's website. And so this allows your congregation members to just go to your church's website to access Amplify. They can create their account, log in, watch the videos, engage in group sessions, and they can do all of that right within the ecosphere of your church's website, a place that they're likely pretty comfortable with being. Our newest feature release is that of push notifications. This feature allows you to send notifications of upcoming studies and events to your congregants' devices, keeping them informed and engaged. So if you know what push notifications are, if you have a smart device, you're likely familiar with those notifications that pop up on your screen to let you know what's new in an app that you've got downloaded on your device. So what's different about the Amplify notifications is, while Amplify does send notifications of new studies and things that are available, you also have the capabilities to send notifications to the congregants or to the people who are subscribed under your church account. You can send them direct notifications that link them to a specific study or even a specific video in Amplify. So if you have a Bible study coming up on Thursday night at 7 p.m. and you want them to watch the video beforehand, you can send a push notification that will alert them to this meeting that's coming up and give them, point them in the right direction for where to go to prepare and be ready to engage in that Bible study together. So now that you know what Amplify is, I want to take you over to the platform and actually show you, kind of give you a tour. When you get to the homepage, again, amplifymedia.com, this is where you're going to go to kind of get started with everything regarding Amplify. So I'd actually recommend that you check this website out now. You can find lots of resources and tools and information here to help as you're considering subscribing to Amplify. And you can actually get into the platform and poke around, see what it's like, explore what's available, really understand how to navigate and operate the platform itself before you subscribe. You won't be able to watch any of the videos themselves, but you can read the synopses, see the sessions, kind of get all of that information that would be helpful as you're considering what it looks like. So when you go to amplifymedia.com, you're going to either click down here on Browse All Studies or over here on Browse, and that's going to take you straight to the platform itself, which looks like this. Now, when you have logged in and created your own account, as you navigate throughout the platform, watch videos, save things to your watch list, you're going to get these personal connections at the top of the home page. These are your last watched videos, anything that you've recently watched or where you are in a particular series. You can also add a series to your watch list. So if there's a particular series you want to come back to later, you can add it to your watch list and it'll save it right here for you at the top. And then below that, you're going to see a series of galleries or playlists. This is grouped content based on a variety of categories that are relevant or topical right now in the church. These change on a weekly basis, so there's always new content and new topics to be explored and discovered as you're navigating throughout content. When you select a study, you'll go to that study's homepage. And so on the homepage, you'll get a synopsis of the study itself. Below, you'll see the individual sessions for each study, along with a synopsis of that particular session, a timestamp for how long the video portion of that is, and some more information about each individual session of the study. Below that, you'll see previews and more. Most of our studies have a preview, a short kind of trailer or video that kind of advertises what it is. These are great to use in worship or to use in that push notifications communication to share with your congregants to know what studies are coming up that they can choose to be a part of. And then at the very bottom, you'll see buy study resources. These are direct links over to Cookesbury where you can purchase the associated study content like leaders guides, participants guides, etc. I really like that these links are down here, not only because they take you right over to Cookesbury, but also at a quick glance, you can see what resources are available with a particular study. So if you're looking for a study that has a certain type of resource or has a certain variety of resources, you can see really quickly if this is the type of study that would provide what it is that you're looking for. Back on the home page, again, you'll see all of these galleries or playlists, and that's really the main way that new content is found on the platform, by scrolling through those playlists and seeing, again, kind of what's popular and relevant for right now. You can also find other content at the top by browsing by topic, speaker, writer. You could discover new content by what's been recently added, what's most watched across all of our users. Featured studies, again, is going to show you kind of a highlight of what's relevant right now. And then studies and more will take you to an alphabetical listing of everything that's available in the platform. This is the main Amplify channel. We call it a channel. And that is kind of the main feature that all basic subscribers will get access to. In addition, basic subscribers will also have access to the Cookesbury Kids channel. So if you click on the Cookesbury Kids logo, that'll take you over there. All of our kids content is available throughout the platform. So as you search, navigate, look at those playlists, you're going to see that kids content where it's relevant to pop up in those whatever way you're searching. But if you're looking specifically for kids content, you can go over to the Cookesbury Kids channel and you'll see playlists specifically of our children's content. So you'll see Deep Blue, Grow, Proclaim, Serve, Celebrate Wonder. In addition, some of our licensed resources like Holy Moly and Whirl, both from 1517 Media. So there's a variety of kids content, and when you're looking specifically for the kids content, going to that Cookesbury Kids channel is an easy way to find that. Of course, there's the search feature. You can search by topic, you can search by scripture, keyword, whatever might be relevant to your search. And it's going to show you first series or studies that relate to that topic. And then below that, you'll get actual individual videos that relate to that topic. And so that's pretty much the platform. We've tried to keep it pretty simple, straightforward, so that it's easy to navigate and find what it is that you're looking for. As you consider a subscription to Amplify Media, I want to talk about what your decisions are as you'll need to make that decision and get subscribed. There are two basic subscription levels, and that is basic and premium. The essential difference between these two levels is customization. So with both levels, you'll receive access to all of the content that's on the platform. There's not specific premium content that's only available to premium subscribers. But either level is going to give you access to all of the videos. The difference between these two levels really comes down to personalization. If you choose to subscribe at the premium level, you have the opportunity to personalize the platform for your congregants in 4 key ways. The first is that you can highlight or remove content based on your interests. The second is you can brand the platform with your own church logo. The third is that you can create your own playlists or galleries, those that show up on the homepage for your congregants. And the fourth is that you can upload your own content to share with your congregation, video and audio. And I like to highlight how these features work in tandem with one another really well. So for example, those last two of creating your own playlists and uploading your own content. You can take videos that you've created specifically for your church and you can combine them with videos that are in the platform to create your own playlists relevant to the life of what's going on in your congregation. So one example of this is you could create a new member playlist. You could take some personal videos that you've created for your church, maybe that take people on a tour of your space, that talk about your worship, or maybe talk about your mission and ministry opportunities for people to get involved in the life of your congregation. You could create these kind of introductory videos that introduce people to the life of your church, and you could combine those with some basic faith formation videos that are available in Amplify. Things like our basic Bible series or some of our other introductory level videos that really help people build the foundation for their faith. Combine those videos all together into a new member playlist, and then as people engage and join your congregation, become new members, newly connected with the life of your church, you can send them to Amplify and say, check out our new member playlist. It's going to give you lots of information about our church. It'll help you learn kind of the culture and the identity of who we are. And it'll also give you some basic faith foundation information as you begin to identify and develop your own individual faith. And so this is a great tool to use as you connect and build with new people connected to your church. And that's only one example of kind of how those premium features can really work together to create a personalized experience for your congregation and their interaction with Amplify. So as you subscribe, you'll choose between the basic or the premium subscription. And once you choose which of those two levels you want, the next decision you make is based on the number of users that are connected to your account or your tier. So remember, when you subscribe, you'll receive a 6-letter code that you'll share with your staff and leaders and congregants. And you'll choose your tier based on whether you want to have up to 100 users or over 100 users. And that over 100 users really is unlimited. That tier provides you an unlimited number of users that can subscribe underneath your account. Now, as the administrator of your Amplify account, you will be able to manage those users on a dashboard. You can see who's signed up, how much and which videos are being watched. You can see general trends for usage, when it's most popular, what's most watched, what videos are of most interest to your congregants. So you can get an idea of how they're engaging and utilizing Amplify. Now, we really recommend that everyone start at that lower tier up to 100 users, because as your subscriber base grows, you'll automatically be shifted to the higher tier when you get there. If you want to start at that unlimited users, by all means, you certainly have that option. But starting at up to 100 can help save you a little bit of money in the beginning. And like I said, you'll just automatically shift over to that unlimited users level when you get there. Right now, all new subscribers will start with a free trial. This free trial runway allows churches to get started using Amplify and to see how it supports your ministry before paying the full subscription cost. Now, as part of the partnership that the Holston Conference has arranged with Amplify, if you subscribe and use the promotional code Holston22, you're going to receive 60 days free. So your free trial will be a 60-day free trial. And then after those 60 days, you'll be able to access Amplify at 75% off for 4 months. And so you can see here what your subscription cost would be depending on which of the subscription plans and tiers you choose. So again, you'll receive a 60-day free trial, and then you'll be able to continue your subscription at 75% off the cost, whichever subscription level and tier that you choose. So when you subscribe, you'll want to use that promotional code Holston22 in order to take full advantage of this offer. There is no contract and there's no long-term commitment. So you're not agreeing or committing or signing any sort of contract that connects you or locks you in for a particular amount of time. You can cancel your subscription at any time. We do hope, of course, that 6 months with Amplify will really enable you to try it out and see how it transforms your Bible study in your church, the ways that your congregants are connecting and engaging in faith-forming materials. And we hope that you'll see how it is a beneficial resource for you, and that after those 6 months, the 2 months free and 4 months at 75% off, you'll really understand and appreciate that full subscription cost and the value that it's providing you as you build disciples in your church. So when you're ready to subscribe, you're going to go back to that website, amplifymedia.com. And to subscribe, you'll either click Start My 60-Day Free Trial here, or you'll select Get Started up here in the corner. When you do that, it's going to take you to our pricing page, which is where you'll make your decisions about which subscription you want. So up here, you'll choose your tier, either up to 100 users or the unlimited users. And then down here, you'll choose either your basic or premium subscription. You do have the option of adding on a live stream service to your premium account, should you want to do that. This is not like a public live streaming like you would do on Facebook or YouTube. It's more like a closed circuit TV channel, live TV channel. So you could actually stream live events within your Amplify account. Works really well for like children's programming or memorial services, or the kinds of things that you want to put online for your subscribers, for those connected to your church, but you don't necessarily want publicly out just on the internet anywhere. So you have that option of adding live streaming should you choose to do that. But once you choose your subscription level and your tier, you'll click Start My Free Trial, and that's going to put your trial kind of in your shopping cart. And you'll see here it's listed as a basic plan. We chose the basic 1 to 100 people. We see our 60-day free trial and our price and the date that it would start. You'll see have a coupon code. We're going to add our coupon code in just a minute through the process. So we'll just click continue, and this will take us over to where we will create our account. So you want to put in your name, email, create a password, all that kind of stuff, and the billing information of your church. Do note that whoever starts your account or whoever's information and email address is put in here, they automatically become the administrator of your Amplify account. You can add additional administrators after your account is set up, but you do want to pay attention to who you set up as your initial administrator. They'll want to be the ones who kind of begin to manage and control the Amplify account. We do ask down here if you'll just click attended demonstration through my annual conference or district. That helps us know how people are finding us. And then when you click to the next page in the checkout process, here's where we're going to apply that coupon code. So if you'll add in Holston22 and then click apply coupon, you'll see that that information is applied and that's changed our amount. We've got our basic plan, our 60-day free trial, and it's adjusted our cost for after our 60-day free trial. You'll see nothing is due today. So you'll click agree and subscribe, and then that will take you to your dashboard. This is where, as the administrator, you'll begin to manage and control your account. Up here at the top is where your congregational access code will be, so that you can begin to share that with others in your church as they begin to create their own accounts underneath your subscription. You'll see here some clear next steps. You can watch the complete video tutorial, which is actually pretty similar to what I've already walked us through here today. So you're kind of already done with that step. The next step after that is you'll want to invite your leaders and your congregants to set up their free personal Amplify account. And then finally, you want to visit our resource center for a variety of materials and tutorials that are going to support you as you implement Amplify in your church, and also things you can pass on to your leaders and congregation members as they begin to understand what Amplify is and how they can make the most of your church's subscription. Down here, you see a variety of ways that you can manage your account. You can see your plan, look at your invoices, change and update your billing information. Here's where you can add administrators or delete administrators so that you have some help as you're managing your account. There's the link to embed the widget. And then down here at the Amplify Control Center, that's where you'll go to manage your subscribers. That's where you'll see who's subscribed, who's redeemed that congregational access code to create an account underneath your account. Manage those, see what they're watching, see how it's being used. That's where you can also do push notifications, live events if you have the live streaming capabilities, so on and so forth. And so that's really where you'll go to manage the actual day-to-day usage of your account by your subscribers. So there's lots of information that we've shared today, but I hope maybe you're beginning to see how Amplify could be a really beneficial resource for your church. As you continue to explore and have questions, please reach out to us. I've included here on this screen the contact information for Carlesia Manning. Carlesia is your resource consultant, and so she's able to answer questions about your specific subscription account and other resources that are available from Cookesbury. Also, my information, of course, is included there as well. You can reach out to me around questions regarding the partnership, the promotional code, anything else that you have questions about regarding the partnership that Holston is creating with Amplify and providing to you. Remember, when you're ready to subscribe, go to amplifymedia.com and be sure to use that promotional code Holston22 through your subscription process so that you get access to the best deal available. And also share this information with your colleagues in ministry. Encourage them to check out Amplify, to use the code to subscribe for their church, and talk and share with one another about the ways that you are learning this new resource that's available to you and helping it move your church into the future of digital faith formation. We want to be a support to you and to provide the assistance that you need as you explore and utilize this important resource. So don't hesitate to reach out to us for any questions that you have along the way. Thanks so much for your time today, and I hope to see you on the platform soon.